everybody, my name is Kazm Vulfhart, aka King Kazm, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to Pokémon Blue. And my brain stopped working! Welcome back to Pokémon Blue Nuzlocke. Where's HP at? Oh boy, it's so good I did not try and battle anybody. We're gonna do a bit more training. I think we're under-leveled, actually. 35, 39, 33, 38, 8 and 25. Oh boy. I'm disappointed I didn't get a Rhyhorn. Would have loved a Rhyhorn. It's okay, we got Nidoking. We got Dratini too, wait! Udon's for the Dratini, isn't it? You are going to be a pain to level up. I might wait. What's Brisket? Right, the Slowpoke. You might not be a pain to level up. I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out who I want to take. Because we're not going to run into what we need to run into until after we take out the Poison-type gym. So what, 33 is, well, technically speaking 25, but of the 4 that we use. Koga. Gen 1. Bulbapedia! What is your team like, Mr. Koga? .43 is his highest. So we need to get at least to 43. This is going to be painful. At the very least, we need to get Lemonhead up to 43. I don't have the Psychic type I want. I think Strength is stronger, technically speaking. So if I can get him up to 43, I'll be fine with it. And I miss. The only other thing I'm worried about is the Psychic type gym, but that's because Psychic types are just terrifying in this game. Because their special stats are off the charts. Some of them actually have some pretty decent defense. My mic is peaking. Why is my mic peaking? Move my mic back. Maybe that'll make it better. Seems like it. But The biggest concern is that literally, like, oh, what is it? 60% of my party is weak to psychic types. No, 50% of my party is weak to psychic types. Which is why I want to get... I want to get a Staryu. I can't get a Staryu yet, because I need to go somewhere specific. And I think I've caught almost everybody that I could run into before the Staryu to guarantee that I can get it. And yes, I'm abusing the no dupes rule. It's my first Nuzlocke, leave me alone. Dodrio looks so cool! Like, it's a bad cool. Like, it looks so bad that it's... Well, no, it like... For Gen 1 standards, it looks cool. I like the way it looks. Here we go, level 36. Is Koga supposed to be the 5th gym or the 6th gym? The 4th gym was the grass gym. Can I have Bulbapedia, please? There we go. Yeah, Koga's supposed to be the 5th gym leader. So we need to do some major training. The biggest issue I'm suffering from, though, is the fact that where we are, it's not hard to get levels, but it's hard to get levels. I'll just put it that way. I was about to say, that should deal like only 1 damage. Well, now that lowered my defenses, thanks. What is everybody's favorite place to train in any of the generations? I think one of my favorite places to train, this is going to be weird, Generation 5, I was doing the I was training against Audinos, because I kind of needed to. And it was in the tall grass, I think. Actually, if you will all be so kind as to give me a few minutes, I will be right back. I have returned. I need my headphones. Aha! I was like, why can't I hear the music? Okay, so... upon some minor research, had something I had to do. It was just very minor, nothing serious. Namely, just an interruption at the door, because that's all I ever get anymore. But. do. We can go after we take care... Wrong button. After we take care of... well, this route. Or at least part of this route. And I've already caught the Pokemon on this route, so I can't do anything with that. But after we take care of the trainers on this route, at least for a part of it... yeah. You! That's very sad. That was weird. She raises her Pokemon because she lives alone. Well, by that logic, does that mean you don't live alone? Because you have living beings with you. And you are dead. Level 37, let's go! An Ivysaur. Strength. You're difficult. Oh no, I've been leech seeded. No! I've been seed leeched! I've been seed leeched. I don't know why I'm repeating that. Gen 1, you didn't have the Versus Seeker, so you couldn't just retrain against the same people over and over again. Also, this is a Nuzlocke, so I can get kind of dangerous. Grammar! Ah, guys! I'm happy! I love Grammar's sprite in this game. He just looks so happy and adorable. I should not be using you, should I? Okay, good. Yeah, my biggest concern with any form of wheezing is just self-destruct explosion. It's always my fear. Fight me! I don't have a ground type move on him yet, so... every time Smog hits, I'm like, oh no, something went wrong with my screen! $38. Coffee! Coughing was an interesting Pokemon to me back in the day. They get a lot of Pokemon when Pokemon first came out, it was such a novelty that everything was the way it was. Cause like, yeah, nowadays when we look at it, it's like, yeah, you had a pile of rocks. We had a ball. We like, yeah, it's cool that or it's weird that we had that, or that we have that now. And yeah, a lot of the newer Pokemon and the older Pokemon don't feel very imaginative and all that fun stuff, but like, the reason it's so interesting, especially when the game first came out, is that it felt different. At least for me. Now, granted, I know games like Monster Rancher exist. I know that there were other games that Pokemon got inspired by. Dragon Quest Monsters came out before this, I think. Or was it Dragon Warrior Monsters? I think it was Dragon Warrior Monsters. But all of that, like, I'm even aware of all the controversy behind, like, the Pokemon game itself and, like, Digimon and stuff like that, like, and I'm aware that with the way Game Freak and Pokemon Company are nowadays, they always try their hardest to get rid of fan games, they get rid of fan games, lookalikes, all that fun stuff. But I think, I want to touch on that a little bit. The issue with them trying to, like, sue people into the ground just for having a lookalike or something like that, it's kind of stupid to me. Because I understand a lot of people have the concern of, oh, well, it's gonna tell people it's okay to plagiarize and stuff like that. But, like, comparatively, not comparatively, that's the wrong word. In actuality, we are a very long way from people being... Plagiarism will always be a problem. There's no proper way to get rid of plagiarism. As long as people continue to make art, make games, make music, all that fun stuff, plagiarism will constantly be a thing. There will always be that one lazy dickhead that wants to piggyback off of somebody else's success and be like, oh yeah, I made that too. And basically, there will always be an Eric Cartman. Doesn't want to do any work. No, not sing. There will always be that one guy that doesn't want to do any work. So he tries to piggyback off somebody else's success, ideas, creativity. It will always be a thing. There is literally nothing we can do about it. The only thing we can do is the punishments for legitimately... This is a 55 accuracy move, and it hit twice. Or maybe Sing was 60 or something, I don't know. But you're dead, you couldn't do any more damage to me. But it... No, I don't want to use that. I want to use the Awakening. What the hell? Like, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. It's just going to be a thing. The only thing we can do is discourage it by making punishments, you know, punishing. And a prime example of this, I'm going to be honest, is Power World. So, well, not a... Let me rephrase that statement. A prime example of a poor thing to punish is Power World. So Power World, as many people... I'm not sure if many people know this. I'm not sure if many people don't know this. But something that should be known is that Power World, before it was released, was in development for roughly 2 to 3 years. And it was a publicly announced thing. It wasn't like, oh, this is just an indie game that somebody made on a whim in their basement. It was a publicly announced, publicly shown on, like, at a gaming convention. I think it was like E3 or something like that. It was openly announced to a lot of people globally that this game is in development. Here's the demo, here's all that fun stuff. When it was released on early access, a lot of people were saying, "Oh well, Pokemon's going to sue." They technically speaking, Pokemon really can't anymore. Pokemon can, but it's a flimsy case. I'm sure that there's some like legal jargon and bullshit that they can pull to be like, "Oh yeah, this is illegal. Yeah, to get it shut down." Blah blah blah. But they would have to jump through so many hoops and possibly grease some palms in order to basically make it so that they can win that case. The reason being is because they waited too long. If they wanted to properly shut down Power World, they should have done so years ago. Like, years ago. And I get it, there are some Pokemon that look eerily similar to other Pokemon. I know Anubis is one of them, but like, Anubis is not based on Lucario. Lucario and Anubis are both based off of jackals. The Pokemon Company and Game Freak do not have a patent on the jackal shape. Like the jackal look. Like, no, they don't. Yeah, Lucario came first. I'm not arguing that. What I'm arguing is that if we say that the jackal is... Or if we say that Anubis is based on Lucario just because they look similar, well, okay, then, like, let me think of an example here. Okay, I have an example. It's going to be a very bad example, but I'm going to use it. Just bear with me. So if we were to say that Anubis is based... Power World's Anubis is based on Lucario, then by that logic, we are nobody is allowed to have a character on their TV show that is short, fat, and an asshole because Eric Cartman from South Park exists. Like, that's basically what they are saying. I get it. I know it is a very loose, and there are they're like 3 different things entirely, but it's that kind of argument in my mind. I could be wrong. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's fine. But the thing is, you can't say that that's the case. Especially when you really look at Anubis, because Anubis looks similar to Lucario, but like there's many differences. Color scheme's different. Anubis is more Egyptian feeling. Like he definitely has more inspiration from the Egyptian vibe, especially the statues in game that in the Power World game that he has. So arguing that, oh, they're using lookalikes, well, Yeah, it's very hard not to have... It's very hard to have proper original shit. Like, even my Fursona, when you break it down, it is a wolf with off-color fur markings. It is a timber wolf with off-color fur markings. Do you know how common wolves are in the furry community? You literally can't go into a furry server, you can't go into a furry convention, you can't go to a furry group, and there isn't one wolf. Like, I know there are outliers where, yeah, that is the case, but, like, wolves are a majority of the furry community. Not the majority, a majority. And basically, like, he's unique to me, but there are chances are that there is somebody who looks very similar. But, like, that person can't sue me because, number one, I didn't know that their character existed, and number two, it's an original character. Like, I made my Fursona sort of on a whim before my first furry convention. Like, that's when I made him. Because I wanted to have him before I could experience the proper furry community. So, for people to argue that games like Palworld are copying Pokemon is annoying to me. And I get it, like, the biggest concern is plagiarism in AI art, and, like, I get it, AI art is worrying. Especially if big corporations are going to try and, like, use AI to replace the jobs of other people that that are, at this point in time, key players. If that is a concern, and I know this is coming from somebody who doesn't know like, I know stop missing. I know a minor amount about what goes on in filmmaking, big corporations, all that stuff. I don't know exactly what goes on, but I know enough. And I'm going to clarify, I am making this opinion. This is an opinion. This is not a fact. This is my opinion. People can argue this till the cows come home at the end of the day. It is my opinion, and you can disagree with it as much as you like. I am perfectly fine with that. If we are worried about big corporations like Game Freak and Palworld or Game Freak, not Palworld, Pocket Pair. If we are worried about Game Freak, Pocket Pair, EA, no, not Walmart. Walmart's not one of them. Paramount, HBO, all that stuff. If we are worried about them using AI to replace the jobs of somebody else that's currently working there, now is the time to quit and go it your own. The reason being, the reason that I say that is because AI is not at the point where we can do good quality work with it. Yes, there are some exceptions, but it's mostly art related. But AI is reaching a new threshold, but it's not to the point where it can 100% replace another person. And I've read somewhere that there's a point where AI is, like, starting to grab from other AI images because it's just flooding the art community now. So it's starting to screw everything up, which I find to be absolutely hilarious, in my personal opinion. But society as a whole is less forgiving, but the internet as a whole is more accepting of, if you are an artist and you want to do your own thing, if you are a YouTuber and you want to do your own thing, start doing it on your own now. Get your practice in. Learn from mistakes. Do it now. As an indie person. Don't quit your day job yet. but get to a point where you can eventually... I know it's not for everybody. I know some people can't do it, and for those people, I'm sorry, but it is worth trying. Like, I took a try. And at the moment, as of recording this video, I have 108 subscribers in a year. I'm slowly but surely getting there. Getting to a dream that I've had for a very long time. I will say, once again, it is not for everybody. You should definitely, like, weigh your options, but try to be your own independent screenwriter. Try to be something that isn't a part of the big corporations that are running these programs to try and replace you. I have known so many people who want to be indie game developers, and their biggest concern is, oh, I'm not part of a big name brand company, so I'm not going to get out there. There is such a large community of people who love playing indie games and will put your stuff out there just to give it a try. But they can't do that for you if your stuff isn't out there in circulation. So give it a try. I'd love to, once I get bigger, I'd love to be able to start doing indie games. The only issue is at the moment I don't have money to buy indie games, and I don't have time to do free indie games because I'm doing other stuff off the side that I need to worry about. Bills and stuff like that. La 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 la. Anyways, I've ranted on long enough. I'm going to call it here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you see more content like this in the future. And if you're coming back on the regular and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. It helps out a ton and I'm greatly appreciative. And if you could share this video with your friends, your family, your favorite dog twitching in his sleep because he's having dreams/nightmares, I'd appreciate that as well. And as always, I will see you as we continue our adventures in Pokémon Blue Nuzlocke. Bye-bye!